Look, and then he's replying to the Acheeto shrine on her story. But you're replying to a thing saying, no, don't take your meds. You are kind of taking advantage a little bit there. You've seen a weak point, and you are asking for more things based on that weak point. You're afraid to mentally ill girls online. That's Destiny's whole career. No? You can very clearly make the argument that Acheeto took advantage here. Mrow, when were these DMs about the shrine?
So what do you think the risks are of forming an insanely unhealthy parasocial relationship to the point where you're baking cakes and making shrines?
Mrow and Aiden had a debate last night about some dumb Acheeto allegations that were just like not particularly substantial. It was an incredibly autistic debate.
So there are plenty of things that 16-year-olds can consent to, okay? There are plenty of things that 16-year-olds can consent to. Name one thing a 16-year-old can consent to. A 16-year-old can consent...
Yo, the f was Aiden cooking? The f was Aiden cooking? Do we need to watch any of the lead up here? I seriously don't think it actually matters. I think this is like actually like really like just drama. I think literally I've given the rundown. Acheeto was DMing BPD, schizophrenic, 16-year-old girls saying, hey, do you want to make a shrine for me? Because Turkey Tom got shrines, so Acheeto wanted his own shrines. Okay? It was for a video as well, sorry. It was for, I should add, it was for a video. It was for a video. That's probably an important part of it. Let's take a look.
Okay, and she's 17 now. 17 now. Let's go. Let's do some basic maths. Let's go to Aiden's Twitter. Aiden, where is Aiden's Twitter? Where is Aiden? I know Augie replies.
Deep, you're literally that guy. That is you. That was just you on call just then. Deep loss. Oh no. Stylo A-logging deep. It's over. It's over.
Twitter. Where is it? Exiled Aiden. Okay. Let's see. Employed your February. So she turned 17 this year. So she was 16 at the time. Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Let's see. Okay. Employed your ass. February.
So this is going to be the Turkey Tom shrine, right? And Acheeto's like, recreate this with my right now. Setting a reminder. Hey, it's the reminder. Do it right now. I gotta go to bed, man. It's almost midnight. I gotta get up at 4. T-T. Who employed your... Nobody, I have no job, and all my money goes towards ink cartridges to expand the Tom Shrine.
So she turned 17 this year. So she was 16 at the time. Okay. Okay. Confirmed.
No, it was like one comment, and I feel bad that keep saying like Reddit Reds on it.
Really? Yeah, people are making a big deal of this. So I didn't know how did you interpret this? What are your thoughts on this interaction?
I felt it was a slow day for like YouTube. I don't know, just like not noteworthy.
Not noteworthy.
Really.
I got it. He didn't go into your DMs, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Then this is like a nothing burger. I thought that people were like making a big, or I thought that like there was something more to this. Someone's like, yeah, the girl leaked their DMs together, or whatever. Apparently that's not even true. So.
No. There was yeah, no.
Aiden's just wrong.
Yeah, no, I don't think we've ever. Oh wait, no, maybe like a few times, but like not anything noteworthy.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, then if that's what happened, I guess Acheeto is officially vindicated in this scenario.
Yeah.
When you replied to, he didn't know who you were.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay. So he just looks like.
That was like early this year was like my first interaction with like anyone from like the commentary community. So like no one knew who the fuck I was.
That's totally fair. Yeah, I just stay away from all
Aiden's sweeping.
All freaks.
Right. Yeah, no, I know.
Well, I really appreciate you clearing that up. I didn't know if this was gonna be like a bigger story than what it appeared to be. I just wanted to clear this up because everyone's like people are like talking about it, linking it to me and shit. So
yeah.
Thanks for clearing that up. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, you too.
Bye. All right. Well, that was nothing. Burger. There's nothing.
He's sweeping. What the fuck?
There's like literally nothing in that story. So
Aiden's sweeping.
Aiden, manufacture allegations. You can branch off into a multi. She doesn't know him. She literally doesn't know him.
Dude, like, this is when I feel real old, because, like, all these guys are, like, fucking around with teenagers now, like, actual teenagers. Like, Aiden's calling 17-year-olds on Discord. Acheeto's getting 16-year-olds to make shrines for him. Mrow's DMing 17-year-olds. It's just, like, man, these are, like, getting towards kids now.
Aiden, you're sweeping.
Community, I'm outside right now touching some grass. I think you guys could all take a little bit of advice from that. Remember, the internet isn't as serious as you may think it is. You may think a lot of the things hold more weight than
Dingo is on the
really
rage.
Sweeping, watching a
17
documentary.
Touch some grass sometimes.
Shut the fuck.
So ironic, bro.
Fuck up. This document ended up catching the attention of Destiny, who after criticizing it
He looks like an actual, like, he's like indistinguishable from like an LA crackhead in this photo.
Bro.
Linked it back to John. And John Swan, being the serial liar that he is, would go on live stream to deny everything.
What's up, John Swan? How you doing, my dude?
My name was like brought up here like a few times. What's going on?
You know,
Call him?
you gotta
Do I call
respect
him?
his commitment to the act. Oh, guys, I got no clue what's going on here. Why is my name even popping up?
Were you involved in the creation of a document against Cammy?
That's a
I
yes.
wasn't.
Bro, okay, I'll call him.
Wait,
If
where
he
does
doesn't
Aiden
answer, I'll
join?
leave it at
Okay,
that,
here.
bro. Where's Aiden? I'll call him if he doesn't answer. If he doesn't answer.
What do you want?
Aiden, you're sweeping
For who?
for a Cheeto.
Why would I be sweeping for a cheetah?
I don't know. You tell me.
How am I sweeping?
You didn't ask any questions. You just like laid down belly up and like accepted what she was saying.
So, when the girl says to me, we actually didn't, nothing outside of this public exchange happened, and we didn't like really talk. What else am I supposed to
You're
ask?
supposed to get deep into the story. You don't even know what we're linking you is like different shit. There are DMs that have been leaked of him like taking advantage of like a mentally ill schizophrenic, like BPD, like coagulation of mental illnesses woman.
Was it this girl?
No, it was a different one. There's multiple
So
women
wait,
who he's asked to build
so
shrines for him.
wait.
Multiple women.
Wait, there's multiple shrines?
So wait, link this to me. I
You're
didn't link
sweeping,
it.
Aiden. You're sweeping.
I didn't see this. You have to link this to me. You can't just drop that and not link it.
Dude.
You have to show me this.
You're not even.
Okay, so I can see why Aiden gets so defensive on this, because like Mrow is making it seem like he's actually missed critical information that seriously changed the story. But it's just like Acheeto's just a fucking weirdo. He's just a weird gay fucking turkey Tom skinwalker. Like he wants to be Tom so bad. Mrow kind of wants to be Tom too, I think. They both do. But yeah, Acheeto needs to just. Acheeto gotta. We gotta just. Oh. We gotta just. Oh. You know?
You're not even doing like research.
I was covering
You're a day one sweeper. You're getting this information. You're gonna send it straight to Acheeto, Augustus Acheeto, and you're gonna get him to fucking delete this. You're gonna fucking sweep for him.
Okay, so are you lying right now about what
No,
you're
I'm not.
what
Let
you're-
me find the fucking.
You have to back that up. You have to back that up.
Oh yes, I agree. Hold on, give me a second. Uno momento, por favor.
No problem.
Here. I know who to contact. So, okay. Can I screen share for you?
Yeah, let me pull this up for the stream. Hold on. Wait.
You're good. Let me I'll start screen sharing and then I'll
Yeah, I'll pop it out and then I'll let you know when I go. Hold on. Pop out. How do I pop this shit out? Oh, there we go. All right, window capture. 1 sec. Best streamer ever. Wait, I don't want to accidentally.
Like, dude. Like, what is this? Thinking about how my therapist told me I need to stop obsessing over random YouTuber men, and my reply was, he follows me on Instagram. Sad face. I do. Come on, you know what you're doing. If this bitch has got this shit on her fucking accounts, you know what you're doing when you go and fucking start reaching out and shit. Look, and then he's replying to the Acheeto shrine on her story. Oh my god, this guy freaky as fuck. What? You need to make like a 4-minute tour and I'll react to it for a video. You guys think if I start taking my medication, again, my obsession with Acheeto will fade out? Acheeto, do you want that to happen? No. What? He's not encouraging her to not take her meds? Why? Okay, this is absolutely freak behavior. This is very strange. I hope the same thing.
All
right. So I'll start over here. So we have Acheeto. So we see the Acheeto shrine, right? This is Instagram story. Acheeto replies, "What?" Right? And then he says, "You need to make a 4-minute tour, and I'll react to this for a video." Okay. Then this exchange goes to Twitter. Okay. This exchange switches to Twitter.
Tesco value Tom plus BPD septum.
Thank you for the 70 sec.
Okay. So these DMs, I don't have a lot of DMs. I'm in contact with the girl. I'm gonna see if I can get more because I'm.
Oh, actually, I should do a show. Guys, we've got 250 people watching right now. 50 likes on the stream. Sometimes 200 or so people. Could please like the stream. Okay, move your cursor, thumbs up, or press the thumbs up on your mobile device. That'd be hugely appreciated. Now, if you want to take your support further, help the stream out financially, you can donate directly through a Stream Elements link in the pinned chat message. You You can also buy a membership, gift a membership, buy a super chat, buy a super sticker. I can't remember the script I'm typing. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Okay, discord.gg Kuihman. Okay. Wait. Dude, is my fucking keyboard getting picked up like crazy by my mic? What's going on? Dude, why is it so loud all of a sudden? Okay.
We obviously, this is not a lot to go off of, but Acheeto says, I thought you were 18 or something. She says, I'm almost 17. So this is another 16-year-old, in addition to the previous 16-year-old who you were just on call with, who was 16 at the time. And then she says, no, I turned 17 in June. Tons of people assume I'm 18. Well, take care and be safe. And then we have an Instagram story of her saying, thinking about how my therapist have 17 in June. Tons of people assume I'm 18. Well, take care and be safe. And then we have an Instagram story of her saying, thinking about how my therapist told me to stop obsessing over random YouTuber men, and how my reply was, he follows me on Instagram. This is in relation to Acheeto. So he is taking advantage of like an extremely parasocial woman.
Wait,
I've got the fucking noise gate.
Stop, hold on. Were there any further exchanges when he found out she was 17?
From what I know, yes, but from what I know, it's not like, I'm not making a claim that he's like a fucking pedophile or predatory, to be clear. So I'm not making the claim of like, oh, I'm talking to her or whatever, right? I just think it's weird that he's like getting girls to try to make shrines for him so he can make fucking videos on it and LARP as a Turkey Tom Skinwalker.
Well, dude, I need to see the interactions past that point, really, to say anything more conclusive. But that's freak behavior. If the interactions do continue, that's freak behavior. Okay? It's not just because of the age thing, because Acheeto was only 19 at the point or something. So, like, to be honest, if it was just a normal 19 and 16-year-old, I probably wouldn't even give a fuck. But you're replying to a thing saying, no, don't take your meds. And then you're doing that shit? That's fucking freak shit. What you mean?
That's the claim that I'm making. I don't think it's anything, like, more than that. He was, like, 19. I think he's 20 now. So, like, even if he was interested in this girl in, like, a romantic way, I wouldn't care.
Freako. On job.
So he's just being cringe. This is like a nothing burger. Okay.
You think DMing like 16-year-old girls to make shrines for you is a nothing burger?
No, this is exactly what you do.
You're sweeping.
This is no. You have to be very careful because you are like you have to tread very carefully.
You're a sweeper.
I know you're new to this. No, I know you're new to this, but like the way you like go about like talking about allegations is totally reckless. You have to.
Oh my, yeah. So this was really gay. This is just gay. This is just gay. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? It's fucking. It's like riffing on a stream. It's not even. He's made it clear. He's not saying pedophile. He's not saying like criminal. He's saying weird, kind of exploitative, or it takes advantage. I think if you're discouraging someone from taking their medication and asking you to do things, and they've linked obsession to lack of medication, are asking if they should take the medication, you say no, and then you ask them to carry out obsessive behaviors for you. Yeah, that's kind of like fucking weird. You are kind of taking advantage a little bit there. You've seen a weak point, and you are asking for more things based on that weak point. No?
Specify your language.
I think it's fine to characterize that way. I don't care, especially if it's funny. Especially if it's funny.
You're sweeping.
I don't like the guy. I have no reason to sweep for him, but when we're dealing with something like this...
I didn't know Aiden was a brand of brooms.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Swipper mop.
You're literally doing the fucking Jalen thing from the other day where like Jalen makes a serious argument and then starts trolling. I'm being serious right now. I'm joking.
Being serious too. I think this is genuinely weird. To claim that this is a nothing burger is like retarded.
I get that it's weird, but when you say it's weird and you throw in the fact that there's 16 in there, there is very clearly an implication here.
Okay, the implication is that this girl is very... Hold on, Aiden. The implication is that this girl is very clearly and very publicly mentally ill. And there's no way he couldn't have known this. She's like very openly and publicly mentally ill on her social medias, on Instagram and Twitter, right? And he DMs her and he's like, oh, let me get fucking videos of the shrine and shit. Right?
Wait, so because,
again, I'm not to be very clear, no accusations of pedophilia, no accusations of grooming, no accusations of predation, nothing like that. I just think this is fucking insane. And to claim that it's a nothing burger is retarded.
It is a nothing burger. You have one fucking store, and by
This
the way,
is a
this guy
nothing burger to you?
Let me hold on. You're interrupting me because you know I'm like about to like destroy you. Okay, what you've brought me here is one fucking Instagram story from a guy who probably realistically follows hundreds of people, where she admits she goes to a therapist. Do you know how many people go to therapists?
What reason would he have to follow this girl?
Because he saw.
Okay, I don't think necessarily the point about therapists is the point here. It's the linking the therapy to the obsessing over YouTuber men. No?
She probably did the shrine for Tom and wanted one of his own. Yeah, sure, that's like odd.
And you don't think that that's weird?
But like when you throw in that she's 16 in there, it very clearly sounded like there was something else being implied here that is just.
What,
not
is she
the case.
16?
I don't know how you could come to that conclusion.
What does her age have to do with this if it's not pedophilia?
It's even freakier.
I think her age has a lot to do with that outside of pedophilia. What do you mean?
Can you answer my question?
You asked, what does her age have to do with that outside of pedophilia?
Yes, that's exactly what I just asked. Thank you for repeating it.
Well, I'm sorry. I want to be clear, Aiden. I apologize.
No problem. Can you answer my question?
Of course. I would love to answer your question. I think her age matters outside of pedophilia in the sense that she is still a 16-year-old, right? And she doesn't fully understand or comprehend what she's doing, right? This is probably not good to be making shrines of YouTubers and forming really weird, unhealthy parasocial relationships that the YouTubers who you're obsessed with are capitalizing on, right? You don't think that's weird?
Do you know? Okay, no. I think it's weird. This is literally the same situation as what got you in trouble last time. I agree that it's. I agree because do you know what you did the last time? There was a VC where somebody moaned at you, and there were minors in that VC that were deafened beforehand. This person deafened all of them, and then made this.
Okay, if you want to be like an optics-brained cock, you can like make that claim. But this is like really, this is such a retarded comparison, dude.
When you're talking about shit like this, you can't get reckless with it. You can't get reckless with it.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. As long as you're not fucking making stuff up. Talk about it in strong terms, even if it's a minor thing. Who cares? It's not a fucking big of a deal. If it's more entertaining, it's like within reasonable bounds. Just don't make shit up. Don't make like crazy leaps of logic, and don't use labels that are completely inapplicable. Sometimes you say something, and does it entirely fit? No. Should you be more careful with your language? Probably. But if it's funny, it's like, I mean, people are going to let that stuff slide. I don't understand why Aiden's getting so focused and autistic about just... Like, the initial allegation is not even serious. When I said not serious, I mean he's not seriously making it. I mean it's not like something that kills your career. No. You're a freak to mentally ill women. Or mentally ill girls, in this case. You're a freak to mentally ill girls online. Like, okay, yeah, you and like 90% of dudes online. That's Destiny's whole career. No? So the idea that you're over because you've been kind of like sexual with some mentally ill fan online. It's like, it's not even sexual. It's not even sexual. It's like such a nothing allegation. I don't understand why you would need like super care in this. Where is the need for light hands, you know? Where is the need for a delicate hand? I just don't see it.
So what happened with the situation with the moaning at minors in VC, you said when you talked about this person later on stream, you said, yeah, they were moaning around minors. The problem with that is that before they did this joke to you, which is weird because it's moaning, is that
because live streaming is a tool for justice in Aiden's mind.
They deafened everybody else in the call, so the minors couldn't hear or were not present for anything that was going on. So when you throw that in there, there's a certain implication that
this guy's being weird around minors, which he was. Yes, fuck off, you retard. Okay, Aiden. Do you think her age has absolutely nothing to do with what happened here?
In this context, no, I don't think it does.
Okay, so you don't think an impressionable 16-year-old who has had who is clearly displaying...
Okay, I think her age does have something to do with it. This behavior is obviously more exhibited and more strong in teenage girls. I think we can all probably agree on that. A 16-year-old girl is far more likely to build a shrine for a man on the internet than a 20-year-old girl by like probably several orders of magnitude, right? We can all probably agree on that.
A very obvious parasocial relationship. You don't think that matters at all.
Wait, clearly she said she's going to a therapist. You know how many fucking 16-year-olds go to therapists?
So you don't think her age matters?
It's not about the therapist part
at all.
Well, it's partly,
No,
but it's
explain how it
in
does. You have to
combination.
argue for that.
So, I talked to my therapist about being obsessed with men on YouTube. That's the
I've
part.
been explaining it. She's obviously an impressionable 16-year-old who's showcasing a very obvious parasocial relationship, right? And Acheeto is taking advantage of this.
So he saw that she did something for Tom. He asked her to do the same thing.
No, this is a different girl. He did this to multiple girls. Some of them aren't even public. Some of them I can't even talk about.
Okay, the one he goes and asks for the shrine from, why did
on
he
Twitter,
hit her
the one that you just called?
Wait, also, are you in contact with this girl?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about no, not the one I.
They're all in contact with this girl too. You guys are such freaks. Why are you all DMing this bitch? She's gonna ruin your lives.
I just called. I'm talking about the other one, the one you came in here to talk to me about.
Okay.
The one you just displayed evidence of. That's the one we're talking about here right now. This girl. Why did he hit her up? How did he know who she was?
Greg Utz, discord.gg/Kuihman. Would you like to call in? Would you like to call in? Or like a yes or no in chat immediately? Okay, I've not received a yes or no, so I'm preemptively banning you. If you would like to be unbanned, discord.gg/Kuihman. You can come and talk to me about it. All right, let's carry on.
How did he know who she was?
Yes.
She was in his Discord server, and that is how he found her.
And he just hit up he right-clicked on a random person and said, hey, can you make me a shrine?
He didn't. I believe that is how things went. Obviously, I'm missing some core details here, some fundamental details here, right? But he was in contact with this girl for a while before this, supposedly.
So here's the thing, right? In every dynamic you're ever going to have, there is always going to be a gap of intelligence, of impressionability. Like even when you're dealing like...
Yes, but I understand this. I understand this. I've done this argument before. The issue here, Aiden, the issue here is that this person is very obviously showcasing a parasocial relationship, and Acheeto is taking advantage of that, right?
So you want to argue for the parasocial relationship,
and the fact that she's like an impressionable, fucking mentally ill 16-year-old. She's obviously not well in the head and doesn't understand like what she's doing.
What we're arguing about right now, we can go to the next points in a minute, because like you're like gish galloping. What I want to argue with about right now is the age, the relevance of the age. So her being 16, I don't understand how that's relevant to his request. You're saying she's an impressionable 16-year-old. Sure, there's levels of impressionability to every dynamic, but the burden for you is to prove that she was so impressionable that he was taking advantage of her. There's power dynamics in every exchange we ever have. There's a power dynamic between me and you right now, okay? But it is the level of the power dynamic is important to assess to know when it reaches the point of trouble. Now, him being 19 and her being 16 is not a significant...
Oh, this is like half of a Destiny argument, but he's not got... Aiden can't stand 10 toes down on it. That's like half of a Destiny argument, but he can't stand the whole way. I know the other half, but Aiden's changed it to be more optically effective. Because the second that usually would go, okay, this is how this would usually go, is it would be, there are power dynamics in every relationship, but if they're not being used in a way that we see as morally wrong or in an exploitative way, then there's no problem. He would not say, oh, when it gets to a certain level, it's automatically bad. That's not how that argument goes. Why do you not? It's not about the level of power dynamic. The level of difference in the power dynamic does not automatically make it bad under that argument.
Significant enough age gap for us to argue that that the age plays any relevance in like the impressionability in this context.
Okay. The Acheeto could have been fucking 14. It doesn't matter. This person is...
But when you add in...
Aiden, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're retarded. I don't understand how you could possibly not agree with me here. This girl is 16, right? This girl is not fully matured mentally. She's displaying very clear mental illness. She's going to therapy. She was well known in Acheeto's Discord for being mentally ill. She was well known on Instagram and Twitter for being mentally ill. That was literally her shtick, right? That was literally her persona online, was that she was a fucking mentally ill retard. And then she meets Acheeto in his Discord server. They move to Instagram. She makes the shrine, and he's like, oh, take a video. And like they keep talking. They keep having these exchanges. And then even like fucking this screenshot, right? I believe it's this one. Yeah.
So the other thing I want to assess is
yeah, like this nails it on, because this is the part of the power dynamic is being used in a way that brings harm or subverts the person's agency. Here, this is Acheeto saying, So this person says, do you think if I start taking my medication again, my obsession with Acheeto will fade out? Acheeto, do you want that to happen? Now keep in mind, this is on her private Twitter. This is on a private Twitter. She has not tagged Acheeto. This has 10 views, and Acheeto has replied and said no. No, I don't want that to happen. Therefore, essentially saying, no, don't take your medication. I want you being obsessed with me. This is the power dynamic being exploited with a negative harm. With a harm. It's like there. I wouldn't say akin to grooming. Me personally, I wouldn't say akin to grooming. I wouldn't say all that shit. I'm just saying, very clearly, if you want to make, you can very clearly make the argument that Acheeto took advantage here. Is it like a super egregious case? Is he like a pedophile? Is he a groomer? No. It might be very funny to call him a groomer. But really, no. He's like fucking 19. It's just kind of like shitty, poor behavior for a YouTuber to engage in.
Do you guys think if I start taking my medication again, my obsession with Acheeto will fade out? Acheeto, do you want that to happen? And Acheeto replies to this saying no.
First of all,
like he's playing into the mental illness.
Oh my God. First of all, when she said, like, you realize, like, there's no medication that's going to make you stop obsessing with Acheeto. I think she's being, like, one of those, like, I'm not like the other girls. Like, look how quirky and, like, mentally ill I am. Which, by the way, there's so many 16-year-olds online to do that shit. The burden for you is...
Okay. Yeah, obviously, dude. There is no medication that is literally, like, with Boblax, there's no... Stop hating Tommy C pills. But if your obsession is a consistent symptom of your mental illness, and you have medication for that mental illness, yes, your obsessive tendencies are likely to fade. Yes.
To prove that she was so mentally ill that she reasonably would have been taken advantage of in this.
She's like routinely posting about being obsessed with internet men. She says her medication helps with it, and she talks to her therapist about it. From that, you could probably determine the obsession is a consistent issue with her. As though if she's not just like totally making it up, which I guess we're not just assuming that people are just totally making stuff up. There's no reason to do that. That's a stupid way to operate. So based on the information you have, this is a person with obsessive tendencies that often get targeted at YouTubers. Obviously, Acheeto should not be discouraging her from taking her medication from the position of she's telegraphing that he's in a position to tell her what to do, and he is taking advantage of that. It seems pretty clear.
Context.
He made a fucking shrine.
The other girl did too, but he stopped asking her when he found out about her age.
The other girl did not make a shrine. The other girl did not make an Acheeto shrine.
Or, sorry, he requested it. He requested that she do that. She denied it, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, that's the first girl. The girl we're talking about right here did end up making a shrine, correct? Because he wanted content for a video.
Okay,
wait, he got turned down for a shrine too?
The issue here is that this girl was obviously obsessed with Acheeto through his Discord server, through all forms of fucking social media. She made Acheeto cakes. She made Acheeto shrines. Like, I can't prove the cake right now. I can get proof for that, whatever. But like,
there's a 16-year-old
he was entertaining like a fucking genuine like schizophrenic girl who was obsessed with him.
Wait, how do you know she's schizophrenic?
She's like schizophrenic and has BPD.
She said she's schizophrenic.
I believe so. Yes. Obviously, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong on that, but I'm almost certain.
But why don't you just say she's mentally ill? I don't understand the age part here.
I have tried my damnedest to explain to you why I think the age matters. If you still come out of Aiden, if you still come out of this thinking that the age doesn't matter, when I've explained why I think the age matters, I don't know what to tell you. The age to me, genuinely, wholeheartedly, does matter. This is a 16-year-old girl who is mentally ill, who is obsessed with a YouTuber, and the YouTuber is taking advantage of that for content.
So, okay, so we have 3 variables we've identified here for like the problems with this dynamic.
It's not even for content. This guy's saying it's for content, but let's be serious. He doesn't give a fuck about the content. This guy is fucking... He gets off on this. Let's be serious. I can see into his mind. I can literally mind read Acheeto. I know he gets off on this sexually.
Mentally ill. There's a parasocial relationship.
I don't care about a power. I'm not making a power dynamic argument.
Hold on. Let me finish the point. Let me finish the point.
Retard. Holy fuck. There's no time in this fucking call have I made an argument about power dynamics. You're pulling that out of your ass. You're punching ghosts right now. I don't give a fuck about power dynamics. I'm saying that he's just taking advantage of a mentally ill girl.
I'm so interested. What's Lyric's take on this right now?
Now Mrow, Creel, link for the membership. It's giving Adam Levine. Pete, thanks for the 5. Like the stream, bro. And then Bonehead. Yeah, I already read that out. Thank you. Captain C, thanks for the 2. The best line is coming up at 3:15. Gotcha. All right, here we go.
I don't care about a power point. I'm not making a power dynamic argument. You can't. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, retard. Holy fuck. There's no time in this fucking call have I made an argument about power dynamics. You're pulling that out of your ass. You're punching ghosts right now. I don't give a fuck about power dynamics. I'm saying.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck Larry's saying about this.
Dude, you're doing like the fucking circular reasoning thing right now, dude. You like it matters that she's 16.
Circular, you're fucking chasing your tail, dude. Every single time you've answered me or asked me a question, I fucking answered it. You're punching ghosts.
I don't like him as much as the next guy, but I think you're like jumping the gun on something that's really not that big of a deal.
Okay. What the fuck are you talking? You're genuinely sweeping. You're genuinely sweeping.
Why would I sweep for him? I think I've burned like every connection I have with him over last week. Like, do you see what I said about him in my last stream?
You're sweeping, dude.
It was literally 2 streams ago. It was called Acheeto is a fucking loser. Why would I sweep for him?
You tell me. I don't know. I can't come up with that determination. I'm giving you sufficient evidence to suggest that Acheeto was going along with a mentally ill girl's fucking weird, fucked up fantasies about being obsessed with this guy, and you're just like, dude, like I don't see why this is a big deal. I don't see why this is a big deal.
It sounds like but boy, so is it fair to say he saw a fangirl in his audience, wanted to get a shrine made for a video, and said, hey, will you make this for me? And then he said, wait, how old are you? And she said, I'm such and such age. He said, oh, okay, never mind.
Dude. He met her through Discord, and this girl, again, this girl's entire the whole reason why she was known is that she was mentally ill, and like,
well, did he end? Wait, fuck. Did he end the interactions after she said she was 16? Because Mrow was saying she didn't, but he didn't. But I guess we need evidence of that.
I can get proof, yes, but you're going to have to believe me on this.
Please get.
If you don't believe me, then there's no discussion to be had here.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to present me some evidence, obviously.
Okay, again, if you don't believe me, there's not gonna be like much of a discussion to be had here. You're gonna have to take me at my word at least for like fucking today or something.
I'm not going to take your word for something as serious as this today. I'm going to need to see more evidence before.
That's retarded.
I'm just going to repeat myself. Then there's legitimately no discussion to be had right now.
The way you described this when you joined, I think any reasonable person would think there was some sort of predatory insinuation. I know that wasn't what you were going for, but when you're bringing up that she's 16 in this context and shit, like I genuinely thought you were about to present me proof.
Oh my god! Fucking brick wall.
I know what you're
Holy
explaining now.
Brick
No,
wall.
I
How do you fucking have arms to sweep this hard when you're made of fucking bricks?
I get that you've clarified now, but you do realize that your wording like gives off a totally different implication to everybody else, right?
Yeah, and your wording gives off that you're fucking defending Acheeto when he's done something legitimately fucking weird.
How would I mean, because I said I need to see more evidence? Are you serious?
No, that's not why I think that. I think I've made my opinions here very clear. I don't know how you can come to that conclusion. You've come to some drastic conclusions in this call, Aiden.
You've been begging the question with the 16-year-old thing. You're like, oh well, the 16-year-old thing is relevant because it's relevant. It's like there's
dude, it's not relevant because it's relevant. Are you trolling? Am I being trolled right now?
No, anytime.
You can't be this fucking retarded.
Dude,
how long does this go? I can't watch for this long. I actually can't do a whole another 40 minutes of this. Wait, it's longer than it's like a full another hour. Oh my eyes.
Are you trolling? Because I don't want to fucking waste my time.
No, dude,
I'm skipping
a genuine discussion about it.
Skipping this last 20 minutes.
If she is actually fucking insane at that point in time, and the person asking her is aware of it, to do this thing for her, then sure, you could say he might be taking advantage of her. Sure, he's taking advantage of her.
Okay, so we don't disagree.
Now the question is, can you demonstrate that she's insane? Can you demonstrate that she didn't have knowledge?
I don't know
how
many times I have to say yes. Let's don't talk about the any.
Oh yeah, I'm good, Lamau. A lot of the unhinged stuff I say is all jokes. I'm on medication because I have
anything else, right?
I think she says super mild form of schizophrenia, but I'm not actually deranged. Thank you for asking, Lol. I feel like you asking me should be a sign that I need to tone it down, Lamau.
Wait, sharing, I had it up
the entire time.
What? No, you did not. You were not screen sharing anything else. I closed it out when you stopped screen sharing. Okay, what else did you show besides those two? What else did you show? We're not doing this again. Dude, what else did you show?
Sure, I can literally. Hey, shut the fuck up! Oh my god, give me fucking 2 minutes, 2 seconds, maybe.
Oh, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. Can't answer a basic question.
I'm answering it. Give me a fucking second, dude.
Okay, cool.
This is gonna be way more effective than me fucking just recounting everything.
Sure.
Sure, look in DMs or look in group chat or whatever.
Do you guys think if I start? Yeah, you already. Okay, you showed this to us originally. I pulled this up on stream, so I was wrong. You actually showed us 3 pictures. What Mrow?
Bandit, you're lucky that your ult isn't banned. Actually, you know what, Bandit? I'm banning your ult now.
What this?
You can join Discord and come on the VC. Join the stream waiting room and come and pitch your case why you should be unbanned.
Guys just pulled up is let me pull it up for you guys. Is this image right here? So I was wrong. You actually showed us 3, not 2. My bad, dude. You said. Do you guys think
showed all of them, dude?
Do you guys think if I start taking my medication again, my obsession with Acheeto will fade out? Acheeto, do you want that to happen? This clearly looks like a joke or like a girl being edgy. Like there are girls that make jokes about being like fucking psych ward regulars all the time on Twitter. This seems like an edgy 16-year-old fangirl. There's like literally nothing here that would indicate that she's insane.
You're going so good faith. You're like going best faith ever. Like why?
Because this is not enough to establish that somebody is insane.
It doesn't matter that whether she's like totally insane, has no control over her actions. It's not a fucking binary. Dude, what?
Dude. Do you think there's actually medication she takes? Do you think there's stop obsessing with the Acheeto medication out there? Because I've never heard of this. Of course, this is obviously.
She's got fucking obsessive problems. There's medication for that. What?
Fucking troll.
Dude.
Or not a troll. This is she's obviously either exaggerating or joking. There's no stop hating Acheeto.
There's exaggeration, but she is discussing whether to keep taking her medication or not, and then being told not to.
Medication that exists.
Okay, I'm telling you, Aiden. I'm telling you. Her entire personality being online, right? Her entire personality being online is that she is like legitimately fucking mentally ill. I am telling you.
Yeah, it's like joking, hinting at a real point.
Fucking go to her. I don't know how to prove this to you. I don't know what to tell you that will make you understand this. But there is no. Hold on. There is not a world, right? There is not a world in which fucking Acheeto didn't know, right?
It looks like she's just being a fucking edgelord 16.
You can't prove that.
Wait.
Hold on. So her entire personality online is being like a fucking mentally ill schizo fucking 16-year-old.
So here's what I can do. So here's what I can do, right? Here's what I can do. I can look at the screenshot in front of me. I know, logically, that there are no medications out there that get someone to stop obsessing with Acheeto. So the logical assumption...
You think there's no medications that get someone to stop obsessing with it? Okay.
It would be this is like a joke or like edgy like ass tweet. This is obviously like not a real tweet about like this is very clearly like not an actual.
Do you know what antipsychotics are?
I know what antipsychotics are. Yes.
What do you think? What do you think an antipsychotic would do?
So it depends on the type of antipsychotic. I know that there are some like fucking what is it? Abilify that can be used to curb temper, to stop like immediate hallucinations. There are medications that like for schizophrenic they can stop positive symptoms like hallucinations. They can't stop negative symptoms like lack of affect or anything. There's different kinds. So it depends on the antipsychotic you're talking about.
Sure. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be a joke, but I just don't think I don't think you can make that determination, right? This entire girl, her fucking
and some might help with obsessive tendencies, right?
Like genuinely fucking mentally ill, insane, whatever, right?
Do you not understand why there would need to be something more here before I could make the assessment that Acheeto took advantage of somebody? Do you genuinely not understand why I would like need something else besides this, where there's like so much room for interpretation? Do you not like understand that? Really?
No, I do. I'm just like I don't know. I don't know, dude. It genuinely seems like you just we just have a disagreement maybe.
What I'm telling you here is that there is simply not enough for me to conclude that he has taken advantage of somebody.
God,
if you can present me with something else, which you've said you might have on
I want to jump on
hand
a call with
and you have to
Larry.
have a few
Apparently,
days
we
to
disagree.
gather, then please be my guest. But right now, I don't think there's enough for me here, and quite frankly, most people to be able to conclude that a mentally ill or a insane person was taken advantage of.
Okay. So hypothetically, if everything I've given you is true, right, then you would agree with me.
What do you mean everything you've given me?
Or everything I said to you, not given you.
If this girl is insane, and how I define insane is like not having like a basic ability to comprehend right and wrong, hence impeding your decision making, then sure, if she's genuinely insane, then you could say you took advantage of her. But if you have zero evidence of that besides a tweet that can be like interpreted as like edgy or semi-ironic, then I don't know what to tell you. I can't make the conclusion that he took advantage of her. And you can say I'm sweeping for him. I don't like the guy. I literally made a whole stream this week like just doing nothing but shitting on him. Okay, so of course, if there was something out there that was like bad about him, of course I'd cover it. But I'm telling you here right now that you're being a little reckless with these allegations because you just simply don't
I don't believe I am. I'm telling you genuinely. This is what I believe, right?
I think that this girl, I don't think this girl was at sound mind, right? I don't think anybody with a sound mind who was like diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses would like and who is also like insanely like parasocial with Acheeto. I don't think anybody like doing that is sound mind, right? I don't think this girl was at.
Yes, Aiden has one of the worst cases of Destinyisms that I've ever seen. It is unfortunate.
The sound mind.
So when you say parasocial,
it is sad.
what
Sad
you
to
mean
see.
is a fucking fangirl, because everything you've demonstrated to me here does not extend the realm of somebody being a fangirl. Okay, like everything you've presented
that doesn't
here,
change anything.
Yes, it does, because you're wording it like really. You're wording it like you're wording it in a very like you word things in a certain way to like make it hit differently than like just saying it as it is. And how it is this girl is a fangirl of Acheeto who you're alleging has mental illness that impedes her ability to such an extent that she's insane and reasonably could not consent to requests like this. The two requests being baking a cake and building a shrine. I am telling you that there is not enough here to conclude that. That is the entire discussion.
Yeah, I just disagree.
Okay, cool. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, fucking don't tire yourself out with sweeping, I guess. Don't tire your arms out.
No problem, dude. Yeah. No problem, bro. Take care.
Wow.
I think
you come back though
swimmingly in that debate.
He comes back.
You showed me 3. Anybody can rewind the VOD. You did not show us.
Hold on. I'm almost 9.
Fuck.
Oh boy. So this is this has to be a meme.
I think that's one of the ones I showed you, right?
No, it's not. You showed me 3. Anybody can rewind the VOD. You did not show us.
Hold on. I'm almost 90% sure I did.
No, you didn't. Because the only one I asked you.
No, I did.
Where? I had it pulled up on screen.
The response from wait, hold on. God damn it. One sec. I think I missed one.
You know what you can do?
No, I missed one fucking. Give me a sec. Hold on.
So you didn't show this one to me?
No, I did. You can, dude. Look at the group chat. I literally did.
Where? Let's look.
There's a top half to it. I should have sent it. I don't know where it is. I don't know why it's not sending it. Oh yeah. Fuck. Okay. No, that's my bad. No. Hold on. That's my bad. I forgot the top half. I'm pulling these. Not that this is an excuse. Obviously, I obviously fucked up by not sending all of it. Right. I wholeheartedly like I take that or I own that or whatever. I should have sent the top half. I'm getting these fucking screenshots from like multiple different places. So I do apologize. That was not intentional on my part.
Acheeto just messaged me that he just took the screenshot I'm displaying on screen. So there's no way you have access to this.
I look at your DMs. Not that this is an.
I don't see it. I'm looking.
I just sent it to you.
Where's the crop?
Dude, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I'm good, Lamau. A lot of the unhinged stuff I said. Oh, so you sent me the second. You sent me one of these messages.
No, like I said, I apologize.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I understand. Again, Aiden,
that would have been pretty good to start off with. That would have been pretty.
Shut the fuck up. I'm telling you, Aiden, I apologize. I'm getting these screenshots from multiple different sources, right?
Okay,
I understand. I should have sent the top part. It is my bad for not sending the top part. I genuinely thought I did. I apologize. I own that, okay? I thought I sent the top part.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This is really just not a good look.
What do you? Who cares? I don't care. I genuinely, everything that I've said, I genuinely believe in.
Okay. Do you not understand like how this DM?
Not a good look, bro. Not a good look.
Insanity that you
Shut up.
earlier.
I don't believe it does, no. So again, from everything that I understand about this girl, she is like insane. Again, to be very clear, I don't think anything like evil or malicious happened here. I just think it's like really weird.
Okay, I've said it was like weird.
I think. Look, I just think they're focused on the wrong fucking stuff.
Because it is a nothing burger. If it's not nothing.
Why is he telling her not to take her meds? That's the fucking problem here. 3/08/2020. So, 1 minute. Let me pull up a notepad. So, right. This could be the American dates, isn't it? So 03/08, that's actually the 8th of March. February 20th is when this happened. Where's that from, though? Where's... Then there's no dates on these. Like, what are the dates? Because like, if you already know... Right, if you've been told she's 16, and that happens before you say don't take your medications, like, you know she's 16, she's posting whether she take her medication or not, and you're like, no. It's like, yeah, sure, it's not like grooming, but you're discouraging a kid from taking a under 18, a minor, from taking the medication directly when they've telegraphed that they see you as in a position of trust. It's a very, you should not do that. You obviously should not do that.
It matters that she's 16.
You're fucking chasing your tail, dude. Every single time you answer me or ask me a question, I fucking answered it. You're punching ghosts.
I don't like him as much as the next guy, but I think you're like jumping the gun on something that's really not that big of a deal.
Okay. What the fuck?
It's not like crazy big of a deal. It's not like fucking insane. It's not fucking like he's like 19. It's not fucking crazy. It's not the end of the world. You obviously should not do this though.
Said about in my last stream.
Sleeping, dude.
It was 2 streams ago. It was called Acheeto was a fucking loser. Why would I sweep for
And
him?
I think if you do this and then you start asking for things from them, like yeah, I think there is an argument of taking advantage there.
You tell me. I don't know. I can't come up with that determination. I'm giving you sufficient evidence to suggest that Acheeto was going along with a mentally ill girl's fucking weird, fucked up fantasies about being obsessed with this guy, and you're just like, dude, like, I don't see this big deal.
It sounds like but wait, so is it fair to say he saw a fangirl in his audience, wanted to get a shrine made for a video, and said, hey, will you make this for me? And then he said, wait, how old are you?
Okay, when was the shrine though? Mrow, when were these DMs about the shrine? Where she's like, when were the DMs where she said she's 16? What date were they?
He met her through Discord, and this girl's entire, the whole reason why she was known is that she was mentally ill and like legitimately had schizophrenia.
Do you prove?
I can get proof, yes, but you're going to have to believe me on this. If you don't believe me, there's no discussion to be had here.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to present me some evidence, obviously.
Okay, again,
just asking for.
You're gonna have to take me on my word for fucking day or something.
I'm not going to take your word for something as serious as this today. I'm going to need to see more evidence before.
Okay, then I'm just myself. And there's legitimately no discussion to be had right now.
The way you described this when you joined, I think any reasonable person would think there was some sort of predatory insinuation. I know that wasn't what you were going for when you're bringing up that she's 16 in this context and shit. Like I genuinely thought you were. Oh my god! I know what you're explaining now. I get that you've clarified now, but you do realize that your wording like gives off a totally different implication to everybody else, right?
Yeah, and your wording gives off that you're fucking defending Acheeto when he's done something legitimately fucking weird.
Because I said I need to see more evidence. Are you serious?
No, that's not why I think that. I think I made my opinions here very clear. I don't know how you come to that conclusion. You've come to some drastic conclusions in this call, Aiden.
You've been begging the question with the 16-year-old thing. You're like, oh well, the 16-year-old thing is relevant because it's relevant. It's like there's
dude, it's not relevant because it's relevant. Are you trolling? Am I being trolled right now?
No, anytime.
You can't be fucking retarded. Genuinely, hold on. Content aside, genuinely. Are you trolling? Because I don't want to fucking waste my time.
No, dude,
because I have not done a single circular fucking reasoning in this entire argument. When you asked me a fucking question, I've answered it. When you've asked me why is the age relevant, I explained why I think the age is relevant. And then you're like, okay, well, that, like, you're just insinuating pedophilia. That's not the case. I made that abundantly clear. That's not the case. I think the age is relevant. I've made that abundantly clear. I can repeat myself if you need.
So I don't know if you're not listening or something. I just said I know that you clarified after the fact. I'm saying your wording on this though gives off a certain implication to the average person. You're probably correct. Now what I'm going to say following that up is that anytime you have answered when I've asked, hey, what is the relevance of the age? But when I was trying to say there are 3 variables here that have been brought up, you bring up both of the other 2 variables to prove that the variable for age matters. The relevance of her age should stay. Like when I say, hey, why is it relevant that she's 16? It's like why is it relevant that she's mentally a parasocial mentally ill 16-year-old? It's like sure, the parasocial thing we can talk about, the mentally ill thing we can talk about, but what is the relevance of the 16 part?
That's 16. Underage people can't consent. Underage people are fucking retarded. Obviously. Why do I need to fucking explain this to you?
Consent? Underage people can't consent. I thought this was a pedophilia argument. He's not
a pedophilia argument. Consent isn't just for sex. You fucking retard. Holy fuck. No, it's not. No, it's not. You fucking idiot.
Wait, do you think the age of consent matters just in general for every exchange somebody has? No, it has
yes,
to
a
do
majority
with
of the time, yes. Okay, Aiden, I'm gonna fucking put my baby gloves on. I'm gonna put my fucking baby hands on, right? And I'm gonna explain to you why a 16-year-old cannot possibly comprehend the repercussions of being obsessed with an adult content creator to the extent that she's making cakes, as into the extent that she's making fucking shrines. I'm gonna try my best to explain this to you because I don't know. I can't fathom how you could possibly not see this. And you're extremely intelligent. You're extremely like profound in the academics. I don't understand.
Gotcha. It's not a matter of her being unable to consent.
Explain this to you.
It's that being a teenager obviously plays into the level of infatuation, the level of buy-in. There is a disproportionate buy-in here. And Acheeto is giving bad advice. So the age is relevant because she is more likely to listen to the bad advice.
Consent? Underage people can't consent. I thought this wasn't a pedophilia argument. He's not hitting on her.
It's a pedophilia argument. Consent isn't just for sex. You fucking retard. Holy fuck.
Yes,
okay.
It is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You fucking idiot.
Do you think the age of consent matters just in general for every exchange somebody has? No, it has to do with
a majority
sex.
of the time, yes. Okay, Aiden, I'm gonna put my fucking baby hands on, right? And I'm gonna explain to you why a 16-year-old cannot possibly comprehend the repercussions of being obsessed with an adult content creator to the extent that she is making cakes, as in to the extent that she's making fucking shrines. I'm gonna try my best to explain this to you because I don't know. I cannot fathom how you could possibly not see this. And you're extremely intelligent. You're extremely like profound in the academics. I don't understand how you can't fucking
profound
fathom this,
in
right?
the academics.
So, minors, right? 16-year-olds probably, for the most part, you're gonna find your niche, whatever cases, right? For the most part, they cannot comprehend the repercussions of their actions. Right, Aiden? So when I look at a case involving a 16-year-old who is diagnosed with fucking schizophrenia, who is openly obsessed with Acheeto, who is openly mentally ill and legitimately fucking crazy, and I look at a case like that, I'm like, oh, okay, what is Acheeto's response to this? His response is to get her to bake cakes. His response is to get her to make shrines. His response is to farm this parasociality from a 16-year-old mentally ill fan who is obsessed with this, right?
So
this is insane. Her age obviously fucking matters.
So before you keep gish galloping, okay, before you keep gish galloping, what you just said was a 16-year-old cannot comprehend the repercussions of her actions. So is that a general statement? Does that apply to every decision a 16-year-old makes?
1000%, yes. For the most part. Again, you're gonna find your niche situations, but for the most part, yes.
So should we not ask 16-year-olds to do anything?
As it stands, yes. Whenever a 16-year-old does something, their parents need to usually sign off on it.
Okay, so
That's
like
how
if
the
this-
world works, at least in the West right now, or at least
So,
in
like,
the USA,
so-
maybe.
So like when I'm 16 and I get like a homework assignment or whatever, does my teacher need to like contact my parent every time they give it to me?
No, but I'm pretty sure
Wait.
the parents need to consent to the child going to that specific school.
Okay, I agree, but your whole argument here right now when you're bringing up like consent and shit, right? Consent in this context, when you're talking about age gaps and shit, it's like the age of consent. We're talking about sex, right? You're saying that applies to all.
You're the one who's bringing up
16-year-old
sex.
makes.
I never brought up sex. I never brought up
No, you
pedophilia.
brought
I never brought up
consent. You- when you
predation,
say-
right?
when you say
whenever,
a
okay, to be
16-year-old
clear, in
can't
this
cons-
entire discussion, whenever anything about sex or fucking pedophilia or anything has been brought up, it's been by you.
So there are plenty of things that 16-year-olds can consent to. Okay, there are plenty of things that 16-year-olds can consent to. Name one thing a 16-year-old can consent to. A 16-year-old can consent to. In some states, can't they consent to getting a tattoo?
I'm pretty sure no. I think it's 18. Maybe I'm wrong.
so
I don't know. I'm not fulfilled on US tattoo.
Not a tattoo.
law.
Yeah. I think I'm wrong on that one. Not a tattoo. So you don't think there's anything a 16-year-old can consent to?
I think the fact that we have like the age of consent, right, proves that they don't.
When you say age of consent, that is specifically talking about sex. So you can't go and accuse me of making it sexual and bring up pedophilia when you keep having to refer to the fucking age of consent. Under your logic,
Why can't a 16-year-old hold on? Why can't a 16-year-old join the military? Why can't a 16-year-old drink alcohol? Why can't a 16-year-old smoke weed?
Because with every decision you make, there is a certain risk being taken. The risks of joining the military, the risks of having sex.
So what do you think the risks are of forming an insanely unhealthy parasocial relationship to the point where you're baking cakes and making shrines?
Not nearly as substantial. Not nearly as substantial.
No, I'm asking you what the risks are. I'm not asking you to compare them to anything. What are the risks of that?
You make yourself look like a dumbass on somebody's video.
You don't
They're
think
both
that
losing.
the parasocial relationship that you're forming and the obsessiveness that you're forming with this person has any effect on like unhealthy, any unhealthy effect at all?
You have to argue for that. I don't understand. Like, what do you think like the unhealthy effect here is going to be?
Dude, you're not answering like any question I've given you. Okay, in this discussion, I've literally answered every single thing you've given me. And whenever I ask you a question, you try to fucking weasel your way out of it.
I'm not. Your question here, you're asking me.
Like, no, okay, I'm asking you. Do you think there is any unhealthy thing, anything unhealthy that can come from that?
Yeah, that she could be laughed at and feel distress. Sure.
You think that is it?
I'm sure there's other things. I'm sure there's like many different scenarios that could occur as a result of that. Just like with any decision anyone makes ever, there's like plenty of possibilities as to what can happen.
Okay, do you genuinely think that this is a nothing burger? That Acheeto taking advantage of a very obviously mentally ill, diagnosed schizophrenic, that is genuinely just a nothing burger to you?
Yeah, I think you're begging the question. You haven't provided any proof that there was someone was taken advantage of.
I have provided an insane amount of proof.
Someone was taken advantage of. There's no proof. What do you think taken advantage of means?
What do you think taking advantage of means?
I asked the question first. No answer. Stop weaseling.
Take it. It's self-explanatory. You're taking advantage.
You asked the question.
What do you think that means?
This is bad.
Like if you have an advantage over someone, you're taking that, right? So this Acheeto person, right? This mentally ill, schizophrenic, diagnosed 16-year-old is obviously not right in the head. So if you go to this person who is obsessed with you and you're like, hey, make a shrine for me, that is obviously taking advantage of them.
Sure. I think it's weird to ask someone to make a shrine of you in general. When we're bringing up
don't you think it gets worse? Don't you think it gets worse when this person is like obsessed with you and is legitimately like mentally ill, provably so?
When you say provably so, it's your burden to prove that he had knowledge that she was so mentally ill that she couldn't consent to a decision like making a shrine.
I have a mild form of schizophrenia. She is diagnosed and she has talked about it publicly in a server and she does DMs, like all this shit, dude.
Are you talking to this girl one-on-one right now?
Not yet. I'm still doing research on the topic.
You said you're in contact with her, didn't you?
I have contact with her, but I'm not talking to her actively.
Okay, when you say you're in contact with her, what does that mean? Have you spoken to her?
Not yet. Again, I don't want to talk to a fucking mentally ill 17-year-old until I have all my fucking I's dotted and T's crossed.
So what do you mean when you say you have contact with her? I don't understand what that means.
If I wanted to DM this person, I could fucking type on my keyboard and hit send.
Well, I could do that too. I mean, we all could do that.
Then go ahead. Fucking get your own. What the fuck do you want?
I think the implication here was that you've spoken to this person.
Again, not yet. I'm not fucking fiending to talk to mentally ill 17-year-olds who are obsessed with Acheeto.
Oh, wait, the other girl wants in the call.
Okay, lovely.
She just called me.
Does she want a one-on-one with you, or does she want a group shot?
Hold on, what were you saying? Hold on, 1 minute, Mrow. What were you saying? Or what did you want to say, Adia?
Oh, I just wanted to say that, like, Joanna's the person, she's my friend, right? And, like, I've been texting her this time. She isn't responding to me, so I don't know. She's probably just not online right now.
You're friends with her, correct?
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
So you're 17. You're 17. Not. I mean, you're about to be an adult. You could probably.
So you're
make a reasonable
17.
Assessment of this. In your opinion, do you think Acheeto took advantage of her?
No.
Joanna, how mentally ill is she? Does she like hallucinate with you and stuff?
Does she hallucinate with me?
Actually, don't say that. I don't want to fuck this girl's privacy over. So sorry. What I want to say is, in your opinion, is she so mentally ill that she can't consent to something like that?
No, dude. Okay, like, I want you to like look at the average like One Direction stand's bedroom from 2014. Like,
exactly.
Yes, but they didn't directly engage with those teenage girls. What?
It's like
and tell them not to take their meds.
Teen girl behavior.
Exactly. It sounds like she's a fangirl. It sounds like she's a fangirl, right? 'Cause some of these like BTS stands and shit I see on Twitter.
Yes, and BTS don't directly talk to them, and it would be fucking weird if they did.
They would appear crazy to me too, like the amount they obsess over fucking
what?
I don't know this guy's name, the one Korean guy. But like, this sounds to me like this is just a fangirl, and if it's just a fangirl that's 16, I don't think there's anything predatory. Sure, weird. I think it's weird to ask anyone to make a shrine of you, regardless of their age. But the argument here is
you're the only person that has ever brought up predatory, dude.
Holy fuck. When you bring up things,
like if you know, Liam Payne said to some 15-year-old girl, yeah, you know, meds ain't shit. Big Pharma just pushing that shit on you, okay? Big Pharma pushes that shit on you to stop you buying more One Direction albums. Yeah, that'd be a fucking problem. That'd be kind of like, hey, you kind of just gave them some bad advice for your own gain.
Age of consent, there is clearly something being implied, and I'm sorry, you are a fucking moron if you don't see that.
No, Aiden, you fucking stupid piece of shit. Okay, this entire fucking call, you've literally just been sweeping for fucking Acheeto. You can't comprehend in any reality how this could be a fucking weird thing. You're like, oh no, like this isn't weird. This is pretty, like this is nothing. You're not engaging with anything that I'm saying. I've engaged with literally everything you fucking given me. You're legitimately just sweeping for this guy who's a fucking freak. There's multiple cases of him being a fucking freak, and you're just sweeping for him, dude. You're insane. You're the biggest sweeper fucking ever.
So you want me to ask you something? I'm going to ask you, when you say I don't think it's weird, I just said it was weird like fucking 10 seconds ago. If anybody...
It's a nothing burger, you keep saying. You keep saying it's a nothing burger.
Because it isn't. Because it is a nothing burger. There's not... The way you worded it in the most bad faith light possible, taking advantage of a mentally ill girl. Here's her friend.
That is me being... How is that bad faith?
This girl who admitted, because
okay,
hold
on, Aiden. Let me be good faith. Okay, Acheeto met this like insanely mentally ill girl in Discord. Like he couldn't have possibly known, even though she's publicly mentally ill, right? This is insanely good faith, right? And he found her on Instagram. He followed her on Instagram. He starts DMing this girl, right? This is completely good faith, and like he just wanted her to make a shrine. He couldn't have possibly known like the constant posts on all of her fucking social media about how she's mentally ill, the fact that she's actually diagnosed with fucking schizophrenia, right?
You're gish galloping.
Like, he couldn't have possibly known, so we just asked her to make a fucking shrine out of nowhere. And it's not even that bad. It's like it's okay to do that.
I hate using that word.
I hate using that word. Is that fucking good faith?
Dude.
Okay, I'm bored of this. Aiden replied to my DM. I'm just gonna wait. He's replying. Oh, I was about to just call him. I was about to just fuck this guy and call him. Let's see. Are we getting Aiden? I'm sick of watching this. I want to just argue my 1 point with Aiden. Okay, we're calling him. Okay, he's turning on his computer. We'll wait. I'm gonna guess Gallop. Rose in the mirror talking to himself. Dun 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 dun. If you had one chance. Dun 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 dun.
Sorry, I had to boot up my PC.
Yeah,
what's good?
Yeah. My 1 point here is like, you say that like Acheeto probably assumed that tweet was a joke. I don't really buy that. he already knows she's making shrines, and then she says, haha, I get really obsessive when I don't have my meds. Should I not take my meds and stay obsessed with Acheeto? Acheeto's like,
wait,
go for it. Like,
we're talking about the second girl, right? The tweet when we say he already knows she's making shrines. I think that's in regards to the first girl, correct?
are these two different girls?
Yeah, there's two girls involved with this story.
Okay, so which girl's which? What facts are true about which girl?
So the first girl we get in the call, she's 17. He asks her, and then she says no, and then that's like the end of their discussion or whatever.
Okay.
The second girl is 16. She's like the mentally ill one, and that's the one he asked to like make the shrine and bake the cake.
Wait, but no, that sounds like that's both. I am talking about the right girl then. Who is Roger Water Balls on Twitter? Who is that?
Who is sorry?
At Roger Water Balls on Twitter.
I think that's the second one.
The one that made the shrines.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd made shrines prior to that,
well,
but that's irrelevant.
She had, because she'd made the Turkey Tom ones. That's what starts this whole thing.
No, the first one made the Turkey Tom one, right? Okay, this is an
I'm pretty sure. Okay, my point is, if a fan says, "I am obsessed with this YouTuber," even more so when I don't take my meds, and then says, "Does this YouTuber want? Do you want me to stop being obsessed with you, YouTuber?" And then to that 10-view tweet with no engagement on a private Twitter account, that massive YouTuber comes in and says, "No, don't stop being obsessed with me." That is kind of predatory. She has positioned you explicitly in a position of like trust, saying, literally says, "I don't have the faculties to evaluate this properly, and I idolize this person. Should I make a bad decision for my life?" And then that person says, "Make a bad decision, yes."
Because she's not on her meds, correct?
Yeah, that's the claim. Yeah.
So that would work if Acheeto didn't present this DM that Mrow had cropped. And I don't know if you watched up until the end. I know it's kind of a cancer debate, so I didn't really expect you to. This DM right here, where she explicitly specifies that she is on her meds.
Okay, I don't think that makes a difference.
Obviously, it does. If like the lack of medication,
no, it doesn't, because Acheeto is presented with information, which is, I'm not going to take my meds to be more obsessed with Acheeto. Should I do it? And Acheeto's response is, "Go for it."
Okay, that could totally be interpreted as just like her being like a fucking like edgelord. I'm not like the other girls tweet, and I don't interpret that as serious.
Which she's already okay. What? It's obviously hinting at something real, and we now know it's hinting at something real.
Wait, how is it hinting at something real if it's actually revealed that she is taking her meds?
Because she has obsessive tendencies. First of all, she doesn't say there, "I'm taking my medication." She says, "I'm on medication," as in, I'm prescribed medication. It's also a month after that initial tweet, so she could have started taking her medication again after that initial tweet. So that's totally irrelevant that she's on her meds there. All that confirms to us is that she actually does have some mental illnesses, and she has indicated in numerous posts that those mental illnesses cause her to have obsessive relationships with YouTubers.
I just don't interpret that tweet as being serious. I just don't.
Okay, but you know it's hinting at something real.
How do I know that?
It's not because she has said she does have those mental illnesses, and she said in numerous other places, like in this story that Mrow shows, that she speaks to her therapist about her obsessive relationship with YouTubers.
Okay, I guess I just don't really interpret those as like necessarily serious.
Okay, this is obviously hinting at something real. You'd have to have autism to not see that.
I don't see it. I'm sorry.
Then you're just not. You're denying the facts.
I don't think there's enough information presented here. Like, I just don't to like reach that conclusion.
You don't. Someone expresses a sentiment multiple times, and that's not enough to say that probably hints on something real.
Okay, so I've seen like what is it? Like, there's like girls on Twitter with like anorexia and shit that like make tweets like alluding like, "Oh, I'm gonna like look like this," and like tweet out a photo of a scale. Or no, that's not a good example.
That's literally ED Twitter. They actually mean that, and they're encouraging each other to do it.
Yeah, it's probably not a good example. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I think
because this is what mentally ill girls do. They'll be like, "Ha ha ha! I'm gonna kill myself," but not really. But actually, they are hinting at something real. They do kind of want to kill themselves. Are they actually going to do it? Probably not, but they're hinting at something real because this is a very common behavior. And this girl has expressed the same sentiment multiple times. How many times does someone say, haha, I'm going to kill myself. Also, I speak to my therapist about suicidal ideation. Also, I'm on meds for suicidality. Before you go, oh, well, as much as some of these are probably jokes, this person actually is suicidal.
Sure. So let me make the concession to you that she is obsessed with the Acheeto. How do we then reach Mrow's conclusion just off of that?
I'm not defending Mrow's conclusion. I'm saying that there's an argument to be made that he could be trying to exploit her. You can't really say that based on what we've got in front of us right now. But he has given her advice from a position of power or position of trust that is harmful to her and beneficial to him. That's a bad thing to do. But how is it
harmful to her? How is it harmful? I see it. No, sorry. I got you. The meds thing. I don't know if I don't interpret him as being serious in that. I don't know. I'm not like, I'm gonna get accused of sweeping for this guy. I don't fucking like him, but like I don't interpret that as like an actual serious reply. I don't know. I think that's like maybe it's me being autistic. Maybe it's like just a difference of like subjective interpretation. But I don't really see him as like being completely dead ass. Because like he actually.
This is just like how. Okay, but this is how like flirting and shit works, right? It's always on like the line. So how I'm kind of joking, kind of serious. It's like no, you probably shouldn't discourage your fan from taking their medication for your own benefit. Like, that's
I agree.
Directly doing that because like the examples brought up when you bring the 17-year-old girl in, that it's like One Direction or BTS. Imagine if a One Direction or BTS member said to a specific 16-year-old fan, "Don't take your medication." Then we would say, okay, that is crazy, right? That has a shrine. That is now a bad thing. It's like fine to be from a distance obsessed, but if that obsession starts becoming a actual relationship between the two people, and that person in that higher position is encouraging bad things to happen, that suddenly we're like, okay, this, even if it's not that serious, it's not like grooming, it's not like a pedophile, it's like, hey, what are you doing? This can harm someone.
Okay, so the reply where he tells her to stop taking her medication, to assume that's bad, we have to assume that he knew that she was mentally impaired. Now, I agree with you now.
There is enough there for him to reasonably assess.
There's enough there, but look at the DM. Look at the DM that you admit happened a month later, where he says, okay, you're not like actually mentally ill, right? Why is he clarifying if he already knew that?
Yeah, I'm not making a statement on intention. That would be on him being predatory. I'm saying the action is bad. He can argue here. He didn't truly believe she was that mentally ill. He thought it was fine. He didn't mean to do, whatever. That's a matter of intention. The action is bad.
Sure, but you don't think intention matters like when assessing like his culpability?
Yeah, it does. That's why I'd say I wouldn't go as far as to sound like predatory or anything like that.
Then I'm not sure there's a lot we disagree with on this one.
Okay, but you agree the action is bad and shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Because it seemed like you were sort of not on board with that yesterday. Like it's just a nothing burger. There is no moral wrong. I would say no. Based on the information that you were presented at that time, reasonably you should have known that was a bad thing to do.
Okay, so yeah, I think that like the outcome of that sure is probably bad, but based on when I was like assessing, I guess like if we're being like hyper literal, sure, but like when I was assessing like whether or not like he intentionally like, for me intent kind of mattered when I was making that assessment, and based on the information here, it didn't actually seem like he was fully aware of like the type of person he was dealing with, as evident by like the fact that a month later,
I'm sure later on it becomes much more evident that she's like kind of this is like a freak. Like, okay, this girl might be a bit dangerous. Let's stay away. Sure, I can totally see that. He wasn't like trying to be crazy predatory. He wasn't like, whoa, this girl's so fucking fried in her head. There's no way she'll ever say no to me. I'm not making a claim like that. I'm saying that when a fan presents you directly, or not even direct, it's kind of weirder than that, because she tweets out without tagging him, Acheeto, do you want that to happen? And he replies no on a tweet that has 10 views when it's screenshotted. Like, this is, when this person is telegraphing obsession, this is like very strange behavior that is obviously like going to amplify that, right? And if you're giving bad advice, then that is likely to lead to a harm, and you should know that.
Sure, I concede.
Fair enough. Well, good to talk to you.
Yeah, no problem. But right. I still don't agree. As you said, I still don't agree with Mrow's conclusion. But
no, I don't agree with Mrow's conclusion either. That was he was on some crazy shit at some points in this. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can see it. You win.
Yep. All right. Catch you there. See ya.
Peace.
Bye.